Go
I need to pull up-
live.
I need to pull up the chat.
Down.
Are we live?
We're going live.
Bill and I already beat you.
We're
Kristen's in
live.
here.
Damn
Kristen
it.
beat you
Yeah,
too.
she
Sucker.
knew I was supposed to be
Sucker.
here.
Welcome to OnlyCops. I'm complaining about not being first in the chat. Welcome to our Thursday podcast. We are on our first full calendar year. We have now completed a trip around the sun, uploading things to the internet as former police officers.
One full year.
And so Juan convinced us that a good idea would be to go look at our very first upload as OnlyCops.
right.
And so and it's funny because you could tell we filmed it while we were still currently police officers. And then I don't think it took us a while to turn this one around. I think we filmed it like almost 3 months or 4 months out from like us leaving. And then we released it probably about a month or two before.
Yeah, about a month. I think
Yeah.
you guys had told them you were leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
So
at least
they
you were-
knew.
We
Yeah.
gave them like
Yeah.
a month notice that we were quitting. So
Yeah.
And
So anyways,
fun fact, this
go
was
for
the
it.
first video of OnlyCops I ever saw,
Look at that.
and I became a fan.
So anyways, we're gonna go do some of that stuff. We will have our normal Thursday podcast where we go and do some body camera breakdowns and stuff like that, and cover new stuff like that. If you're new to us, we go live twice a week. We do Let's Plays on Tuesdays, and then on Thursdays we do this podcast. Every once in a while on Saturdays we will join Chris the Cop on Coffee with the Cops, who's a pretty cool guy. Give him a like and a follow, and subscribe to his channel. And we got a bunch of other stuff that I'll get into if you make it to the end of this video. And then we have really cool announcements we'll be peppering in throughout this podcast. For those of you that you know, we have a lot of cool stuff. We are joined today by Patreon subscribers. We have Sean vying to be our moderator. And
He's working on it.
we have Michael that is too busy doing something with his canine to let us see his camera.
Mhm.
So we will.
We heard a jar of peanut butter opening. We don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
wow.
So
Wow.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
we want to thank everybody.
Sign up for
who is-
Patreon and you can get
Yeah.
verbal abuse.
So since he won't show
Yeah.
me the K9, I wore the
Yeah.
shirt so you can see the K9. There you go.
There we go.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, without further ado, welcome to our podcast. We will give this over to Bill, who has worked tirelessly to find the YouTube link to our original upload, and then actually collect
typical.
everything else that we're gonna do.
Yeah, it's
So,
like I had to go to my subscriptions and
hey man, it
go
was
way
hard
back,
work,
you
okay?
know.
It was hard work. Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm ready
Oh,
for
yeah.
this.
I'm
I've watched
ready.
this
I'm
a
excited.
couple times. So,
Napalm
Yeah.
I don't
bath.
think
I
I've ever
watched this
seen that.
recently.
so did I. Just for fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened? Trying to pull up. I got everything pulled up. Hold on. I'm ready.
Napalm bath give you a super chat.
Hell yeah.
Yo, Napalm Bath. I
Killing it
said
over
this in
here.
the last one. I was like, man, my wife's gonna start getting judged. Like, hey, who are you talking to all the time on Discord? Who are you always flattering so much all the time? Napalm Bath. I want to give him a thanks. Was there something attached to it,
It says happy 1 year anniversary.
bro? My
Woo.
guy, Napalm Bath, and his. Him and I geeked out about his profile picture was Warhammer, and I'm
Well,
a super big.
you
nerd.
geeked out about it.
No.
don't-
Okay, I
don't
say
know
we.
if-
I really mean me.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, that made my day. So, thank you, Napalm Bath, for being a very generous supporter of the channel. We have some cool stuff, and he's part of the reason why we
There
have
you
some
go.
of this cool stuff coming up. So,
There it is. Juan's all
Um,
decked out.
he's
Perfect.
all
Swagalicious.
I need that hat.
Swagalicious.
Yeah,
So-
you do.
Sword is already being mean to me.
Replace that other garbage when you
Is
have
he
Michael.
really?
Hey.
Okay,
Sword
so
is mean.
you could.
I'm gonna make sure you get Charlie in the next Ready or
It's a
Not.
North
You already
Charlie.
cursed me last time. I don't know if you saw. We got
Yeah,
blowed
I
up.
saw.
Both me and
Pretty bad.
Bill.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
bad. So, anyways,
Yeah,
we'll
let's
we'll
go.
we'll start this breakdown because things are super long. So,
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm just repping all the merch today.
absolutely not.
The mustache.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna shoot you.
Almost
You're pointing a
babyface
deadly
Josh.
weapon at other officers.
That's how I
Just
looked
in
on
front of the
patrol.
cops
I
that
just
are
want you all
Yep.
to know
watching.
that.
Do not do this.
Yep.
There's tactical and
I
legal
think I saw a
issues
picture
here.
of you without the
But
mustache.
maybe
too.
their
So
law
pause
works
it.
differently.
So the stubble that we had that's how little give a fuck we had
Mhm.
towards the end there, because we. Oh,
Well, for me, that was like we
yeah.
probably just got off shift, and that's what had grown while we were working.
Well,
So-
but at the
Yeah.
time, this was like the tail end of 20, or like no, it was early 2021. We were allowed to wear these little gaiters, and so
Yeah.
I would shave on like my fur because we used to work 410s. I would shave right then and there and just wear that gaiter for the rest of it. So I had a pretty mean. I was like, of course, Bill's like already having a beard by day 2 or whatever. But by the end
It's
of
a
that week,
gift and a
I would have
curse.
something pretty decent. But we probably filmed these at like 3:00 in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah. So when we were filming these, I believe you guys had just gotten on because technically we had like met up at like 10. This was usually on your day off when we were filming these.
hmm
And I think we were like, well, let's meet up at like 8 or 9. And so I got there at like 10, obviously. And then we just shot the shit for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And so then it was like midnight when we started setting up. And so by the time we were filming, it was like 2 a.m. And then we knocked out like 4 of them in one night.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude.
And so,
Normal
and
for
they're,
us.
yeah, like they end up being about 20 minutes roughly. That's about an hour's worth of filming per episode. So
Yeah.
like, it's not like back then we were doing 3 cameras too, which was
Yeah.
insane. I don't know why I did that to myself. When I wanted like a close up of each guy, and then I was like, you know what? We're shooting in 4K. We're releasing in 1080p. Let me just zoom in their faces.
So shout out to Boom for joining us. Napalm Baths talking about sharing me with somebody, and
Your wife.
Thank you.
Your wife.
There it is. And then shout out to Wolf for being here and Jacob for showing up to the chat. I appreciate it, guys.
Welcome to
Really good.
OnlyCops.
But yeah, you can tell. So even if you guys like, if you just pause there, and then like you look at y'all's faces there, and even look at y'all's faces on Discord, and just look at the difference.
I'm
And, like-
I have joy in my life.
What a good
Yeah.
pause.
Yeah.
I
This
would
is
totally
y'all
flirt with
trying
Bill.
to be like.
Fantastic.
You got to think
I
they.
flirt with Bill to try to
Enthusiastic.
get out of a ticket.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I hit on him constantly. I still hit
Oh,
on
yeah.
him constantly.
It's true.
Yeah, but this is the level of enthusiasm you guys could muster at this
Hey
time.
man, it was a hard life, dude. It was a
Today
hard
we're gonna
life.
look at a Star Wars parody. I think it's
Back
gonna
when
be
I did the
pretty hilarious.
intros.
Come ride two
Yes,
man with
that's
us.
true.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
We
And,
made
leave
Josh
some
do every
comments
intro
of what
because
we
he
should
couldn't
watch
do it in
next.
one take. So
Yeah, it's really funny.
Due to the humorous nature of this
Blank
We've got a lot of
Forge
behind the scenes of that.
gave us a $5 super chat.
oh
Shout out.
yeah.
This
Thanks,
is a
buddy.
Chips parody.
This is back in the
It was a
days
Chips
of,
parody.
Oh, we're getting there.
YouTube,
Don't you worry,
when
Black
you could
Forge.
play music like that, and it didn't even
And not get in
get
trouble.
in trouble.
You like how he's guiding him?
Yeah, I'm
with his
surprised we
rifle?
didn't get any
That's
kind of
like
copyright
immediately
strike
like
for this.
I
one.
know.
Like
Like
Bad
should
Boys.
be,
Oh, he hit
Oh,
I
him.
wonder if
just
it's
hitting
because there's
him.
so many clips of cops on the internet.
Probably.
Like
Let me
show
ask you a
cops.
question. Have you ever
They can't
thought
get
about
they
your
can't-
Have you ever thought about your manhood? We'll
Yeah,
give a shout out during this commercial here.
but you cannot record.
Oh, we got
we
to
just made a penny from that.
If I was those guys, I would run already.
Oh, 100%. It'd have been the laziest foot chase of all time. It's like a flat.
This was also when we
plane
were on the
with
casting
nowhere to
couch.
hide.
We were on the casting couch.
See,
Sarah,
he's
right back
running.
here.
Yeah.
The casting couch.
He knows what's
Oh
up.
my
Whoa!
god.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
he
my
faced-
mustache was
He knows
pretty
exactly
far
what
out of
weapon
There's
it
the
is.
Geo.
sergeant.
Yes, there's the sergeant.
But who would know?
See, it should be a military thing. The only reason you'd ever be walking around with a rifle. So, okay, you can pause it here. Pause it here. So, typically,
God,
or at least
so
in
demanding.
SOPs,
I know,
man.
is for...
Josh
I still
loves
got
to
that on.
pause.
Operating procedure.
Giving me orders.
So,
I'll break down.
Pause, pause, pause.
I love it. So
God, my
SOPs
eyes look
is
so
gonna
tired.
dictate that you're
Yeah,
only
they
going to
do.
use the level of force that you feel
You got like the
typically
poppiest
preparing
under eyes I've
for
ever
whatever
seen
it
on
is
a
that you're
human.
walking into. If you were just walking around
You
in
guys
the
just look
city
like my
or doing
coworker.
whatever it is, at least you're
We would
you're
effectively
not
could
gonna
have been.
a
Your
rifle.
coworkers are
But
hot.
That's very, very.
Dude, no kidding.
difficult for
I'd smash.
officers to see, especially in a city
Y'all are like target
where there's
versions of my
taxpayers there.
coworker.
When you're occupied, more taxpayers.
At least we're not
these are
Walmart.
suspects, to be honest. These are
I
taxpayers.
mean, they're save a lot.
You're not walking
So.
around with a rifle.
Shout out
That's
to
the weird thing
Jacob.
about
He
it.
gave us a
It is
$4.20
Also love the flex of
super
the
chat.
water.
Attaboy.
Celebrate for 420 Blaze It today, my guys.
Everyone's a
I
bike
joined the
cop.
Empire about 6 years ago. I can remember as a kid, watching the holographic images and being excited about the new direction that the galaxy was taking. So when I was
Kinda
old
sounds
enough,
like you.
I went
He
down to
kinda
the
does,
local
yeah.
recruitment center.
I wanted to
signed
be a
up,
doctor, so
and
I
I've been
became a
here
cop.
at Tatooine ever since.
I was not smart
They're
enough to be a
missing the
doctor,
blinker noise.
so I became a
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the small town
There's
feeling
always
we
the
get
blinker
around
noise.
here.
Small town
Yeah,
feeling.
we played ourselves.
Everybody.
You can pause it real
And I
quick.
feel like
We walk around with rifles,
Yeah.
even though it feels like a small town. Okay.
So to give context to this, we come from a pretty large. It's one of the top 10 largest cities
Yeah.
in Texas. So
It's a
we're
shithole.
municipal cops in a
It's a
pretty big city.
shithole.
There's not.
Can't even
Wait,
say
pause
that
it real
has a
quick.
small town feel.
No.
One of our
Oh
malls,
God.
one of
perfect
our malls This is
Oh
great.
yes.
This is
oh
great.
my god. Oh, this is so,
So
great.
you now have, I think it's only 2 p.m. I think is that when the cutoff is. Anyways,
think
one of our
so.
malls now requires adult supervision for minors because
Yep.
of how shitty that mall
Yep.
is. And they're
That
going to have to give wristbands to
that
adults.
tells you how
Yeah.
shitty the city is that we worked in. You can't go to
America's
the
Dream
mall
City, guys.
without a parent.
Wow,
Yeah.
not great.
There's no crime there, guys.
Anyways,
I don't know what
None.
you're talking about.
I've
Not at
never
all.
experienced the small town feel of policing, so I guess county boys or stadies that are
look
out
at me
in the middle
talking
of
shit.
nowhere, shout out in the comments
So-
to
so
what
Michael
that
Shaw?
experience is like, because I have no idea.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
What
hey!
does that feel like?
Gosh.
I don't know because
You will make
we
some
get
difference.
big town crime.
Maybe
That's
not
why
the
we
good one.
joined.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
feel like we were making a difference.
And you make it. sometimes.
There's literally
Oh,
been
stolen
like 10
droid.
shootings
Oh, there it
last
is.
week and a
Grand
half.
Theft Droid?
Grand Theft Droid. He has said contraband on his hands. This is a good detention.
Yeah, but that
Can
was all
they-
you, Michael.
Understand him?
What? Grand Theft Droid?
No, all the shootings.
No, all the
Oh,
shit.
wow,
Fluent
He's
in-
bilingual.
Yeah, he's bilingual.
Good for him.
He gets definitely a pay
impressive.
bump for that.
Oh, yeah.
You missed out on the pay bump, Josh.
He is
I
a
did.
captain.
He wouldn't have passed the Spanish
I didn't
test.
deserve. I didn't
No,
deserve the pay
no.
bump.
No.
No, I think it's just a
That's
bad.
what I'm saying.
Is it?
Pretty large. Okay, well, what I'm gonna do now, sir, is place you under imperial arrest.
Oh.
Pause.
Oh!
Get 3 months. Fuck my-
Whoa!
Absolutely not.
Fucking ads, bro.
So
It's tough being
What the
monetized.
blaster?
SOPs, standard operating procedures. The only time that you're going to ever even threaten the idea of deadly force is going to be if deadly force is being threatened to you, or there's a possibility for it.
There's everybody in the
Here's my
comments.
thing, though.
It's a
It
parody.
said stolen droid.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, this was
He
the
said, hey, you
start
got a
of,
bill of sale? Do you know if
you
it is?
clearly
You
never
didn't
watched
check the
Star
serial
Wars.
number. They don't even have a description of said
Yeah, all the
droid. They just-
butthurt
Oh,
comments.
stolen droid.
Yeah.
Plus, not to mention, how do you know that?
I did
guy's
enjoy
stolen?
the
I mean,
the one that said, "Hey,
And
it's Mario
here's the
and
thing,
Luigi."
yeah.
That
could
was my
just be
favorite.
in possession of stolen
Hey,
property.
hey, it's
So
the Empire,
part of
guys.
this,
They don't have
a lot of times, in
Yeah.
I don't know how other states work, but in Texas,
Well, and it's like- it's not like
if
you guys
something can
didn't
be
mention that
registered to you and
explicitly
you're
in the
possession
video,
that thing
of like,
that could
or
be
in the
registered to
thumbnail.
someone else.
Yeah, or
If
in the
it's
thumbnail, but it's
stolen
like this
or
is
the
meant to
serial
be a
number's
parody
stolen,
of the
the
show
easiest example I
Cops.
can give
So
is a
that's why
car.
we're treating it this way.
Mere possession
You'll
of
never-
it would be a penal code offense. You
Yeah.
would be
Never
in
seem to
possession
think
of
it
a
through.
stolen firearm or in possession of a stolen car. In that case, it doesn't matter how you attained it. Strictly being in possession, they have to still prove on the back end whether it's knowingly and intentionally. But if it's just like a stolen phone, like
Could have found it. somewhere.
you're seizing the phone, not seizing the person, because getting the property back's the main thing.
And that didn't look like a cool droid.
No.
We
Getting
do
back
look
to
so
the
tired.
way bigger
Do I look that
problem
tired
is
now?
the
No.
the
No,
threat of
tired
deadly
as
Not at
force.
all.
fuck. Jeez.
You
You
have
look
to articulate
nice and
every single
healthy
use
and
of force, whether
rejuvenated
it's
as
actually
hell.
grabbing someone, whether
Yeah.
it's pushing somebody out of the way.
They haven't put hands
You
down at all.
talk
yet.
like you
No,
feel
not at
worse
all.
now,
Let's
but
straight
you
to the
He
absolutely
goes straight to the blaster. And, this
Maybe
is,
internally,
clearly actors
you
You
trying
make
to
yourself feel worse
give
now.
some
Yeah.
level of
Yeah.
officer presence, and the
Yeah.
only way they know how to do it is pointing. A
I think you
blaster.
miss
That,
feeling this way.
Good
and so
quick
you're
way to get fired.
creating
is.
it.
Or at least
That's what it
should
is.
be a bit
Josh
But
was
see-
also a
see-
psycho and stayed on that
And again,
midnight
I don't know
life
exactly
shift
how
for
you
like
articulate
true.
deadly
6 months
so
after we
how
left
everyone else is
policing.
yelling at him like, "Whoa, put that up! I don't want to be
He's the
here for that."
captain, dude.
And if the captain does it, I guess you're just like, I guess I'm quitting. I gotta leave.
And then,
She
Bill
couldn't play
became
the
more
clip.
beautiful.
Am I talking to you?
It happens, dude.
Pause.
Yeah,
He's,
Like cheese.
Oh, boom, just you wait.
if
They can hit.
You feel that there's a big enough threat that you have to point a blaster at somebody, but you got two of your fellow officers
Hey, you
chilling there
called
with
it the
even
right
bigger
thing.
blasters standing right next to him. There's two things wrong with this. One, clearly only you see a deadly threat and you're not notifying
A
somebody.
gigantic pistol.
And you're pointing a deadly weapon at other officers. Either you need to have these other two officers.
What's that
keep their
classification
helmets
of gun,
on.
Josh? That it's like it's
And
like
get
a
them
rifle,
to
but it's a
move away
pistol
from said
round.
subject that's
Oh, it's
You just detain
like a
that
PDW
subject
or
if
something like
there's-
that.
Yeah.
Like it's our pistol caliber carbine PCC.
That's it.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's
there's
what those are.
Probably
tactical
Let's be
and,
honest.
and
Let's
legal.
see how-
Laser-based
there's
PCC.
tactical and
Yeah.
legal issues here.
I'm interested.
But maybe their law works differently.
The Star Wars version of admin is Darth Vader.
It'd be Palpatine, right? Though wouldn't it be Palpatine?
He's no longer a deadly threat.
Well,
I think
okay, so
Palpatine's like city council.
yeah.
Oh, that's why.
That's why.
He's got
Vader's-
Vader's for him.
Yeah, the Vader's the one that comes in to crush your
This
dreams.
is why you detain people. This is
There it is.
Okay, there it is.
Oh wow, headshot.
Wow.
He's still running.
Yeah.
He,
See, boom?
no one's detained.
He missed the first shot.
Pause.
Get
Pause.
some better weapons training.
Pause.
So,
Right now.
outside of
And that hasn't
Pause.
changed. That's in every video.
You
Just
should
the
not miss
pause.
somebody. That should be.
And me having to click the pause
Um,
button.
He even shouldered his.
Oh, we don't have a
Boss.
kicker.
Not
You,
wrong.
you need like a code word, like pistachio or
So,
something.
in
for
both of these
pistachio.
instances, you
Hand
have
me
two
an almond.
subjects that should have been detained if you believed that you had a legit offense. To prevent any escalation of these things, foot chases.
Can you
be
guys tell what
avoided.
Josh's favorite shirt
Escalations of
is?
force
Do you
can
think
be
they
avoided.
could?
Yeah.
Gotta love that shirt.
Just by running?
I
The
know you do.
warrior
That's what I'm
poet.
getting at.
Their
man.
legs are like this long.
He was literally
Though
sipping in
there
their
is
comments
some
today.
case
I
law
was.
that
He
if
was,
you
was
yeah.
today.
being
got
found
Man, I'm
pinned.
always.
that you
And my
can't
comment
use
got
that
pinned.
person using
Yeah.
deadly force.
I'm always simping for
The
warrior poet society.
reasonableness of why you think he's running to
This is a
desert
limited edition shirt, right?
that's got
Yeah, that was a
probably
founder's shirt for
miles
them.
worth
Yeah,
of desert
because I was in the
past him,
first group of
and you
people that
decided,
bought
I need to
their
seize this
paid for
person's body
subscription.
by shooting them. In America, not
For
Tatooine.
an offense
Wait,
I didn't articulate.
You could
Exactly.
afford that on your
You're
top salary
gonna
at
have
the
some
time.
problems.
Yeah, we were making
The
like
other issue
80K.
with this is
Yeah.
that if you've
Oh,
done
I
nothing,
forget. Oh,
We
I
walked
hate
away
it.
from a
Right.
good salary, dude.
That's another
I-
gospel
Texas
lie
cops
to
make
talk about.
bank.
Yeah.
Talking
I-
somebody-
Some
of them
and
do.
calming
He did.
down the situation.
Living
guys
costs-
actually get paid
Yeah,
for this
I'm gonna
shit, so you're
shoot
paid.
you.
Yeah.
A lot of things that people
That's why they
don't
have to sell their
realize is
feet pics now.
de-escalation could also involve a slight escalation of force. To
Pedicure
control
once
the
a week.
situation.
What?
You take one of your little cruisers, the little hovercraft deals,
Don't act like you don't know,
handcuff them,
Sean.
and you put them in a vehicle where they can't run.
Sean doesn't
Nobody
pay.
runs,
Gave
they
me
can't
that
assault
memo.
anybody.
Yeah, I
You
make
can do
close
your
to
entire
42
Sean gets them
investigation
for
and decide
free.
whether or not you have an
So
actual
you
weapon.
guys made double
Once
what
you
I
can
made.
Chris-
decide whether or
Chris
not
is saying that you have a
probable
baby
cause or
face.
PC.
Yeah, I saw
For
it.
an arrest, it avoids any and all of the above issues, and that's actually a more effective way of
Uh-oh.
de-escalating.
Blank
than just
is,
saying, "Hey,
throwing
please
some
don't
hints
run."
in the
Oh no,
comments
he's
here.
running.
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah.
go shoot this flamethrower.
Hey, we have the patch coming out. We have the patch
And
coming
Yeah.
out.
this is more
Sneak
along
peek.
It's coming.
the lines of setting
Nobody
up
look?
an assassination.
It's coming.
Than it is detaining somebody and conducting an investigation. So we're gonna give a big ol' F minus to these guys
F
and
minus.
have fun seeing them.
It's a parody,
We'll
guys.
keep playing the clip.
Clearly, you don't watch Star Wars.
Did you guys know it's a parody?
Camera guy, huh?
You guys know you're just supposed to laugh and not break down the
Oh, they're
clips,
trying to
even
roll
though
back
That's
to
exactly
the-
what it was.
it's the whole purpose of the channel.
I didn't come to watch a breakdown on a breakdown, guys.
Yeah.
So, but can you pause it once?
Yeah. I'll pause it right now.
Yep.
Space bar.
Yeah.
Didn't work, did it?
Is
No,
Lumen.
it didn't. Damn it. Okay. Here, y'all
You
watch
gotta
this.
watch the whole
We'll
ad.
make another. And damn it, you just cost us a penny.
Sorry.
Cost of the penny.
It's not even a stolen word.
It's a 23-minute video, dude. We don't have time for ads.
I guess you're right. So, what Chris was talking about when we first got into his channel
It's a toy.
about not being able to say certain things, we had to dance a lot
Pretty
more.
much.
back
Oh,
then
yeah.
So like
about what we
outcomes matter. I don't know
We were very
an easier way to say. So if this guy's
Let the light
more
out to the
educational
a school full
Yeah.
of
Back
kids,
then.
shooting him before he can
think
do
we're
it makes
still
sense.
educational.
Using deadly force to do it makes sense. Getting a toy
There's
back
just
to
more
a
humor.
kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
we're funnier
that's
now
really
for
it.
sure.
Justified detaining
It's
him.
a land
They just
speeder.
chucked
Thank
the
you, Boom,
toy
for the correction.
and ran.
Get it right,
I'm
nerd.
probably not running after this
Oh my
guy.
God.
Probably not
I bet you if
fighting
it was a
him.
Warhammer
Probably
land speeder, he would have gotten it
a
right.
5
Exactly, I would have.
Oh,
toy.
totally.
I'm simply getting
He'd be
back
correcting
on
us.
the- Yeah, but,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I mean, if that
I'm
droid
sorry,
actually
that's a
moved,
bolter
that's a
pistol.
$100 toy.
yeah,
It's not a
Oh my
regardless
god.
of how guilty
Nerd.
these people are of whatever
Nerd.
crime, you have to think about.
Well, you heard what he said.
Oh, sure.
Oh, they do this all the
That's a
time.
chaos
Yeah,
marine.
they apparently do this all the
You
time
heretical prick.
because they still have jobs. They can do this.
So
Droid
you
policing.
would think
yeah.
that if these little guys did this all the time, that you'd have a better strategy
Yeah.
in detaining them.
So,
You know what I've noticed? How much more like it's not pronated, but like rolled forward my shoulders were
this is a police.
Oh yeah.
from sitting in a patrol car all the time.
Like
Yep.
this.
And like now, like I sit a little bit more like broadly. Also, like I had like that perma hunch.
Go and pause it.
Yeah.
Like
Well, Bill did
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
notice his
That's what I
Bill
mean.
sits like this now.
That's what I
Even
mean.
in the later officers react, Bill like definitely does more relaxed shoulders, whereas here you guys are both like
Here.
That's the weight.
sitting
That's
here
the
like-
weight of.
The weight of
That's
man.
now Sean's all self-conscious now.
it's the weight of society.
Let me,
That's what it is.
You know, I'm there, but it's just because I've got my little troll editing
Those things are
pose.
Look,
discretionary.
I
I'm
do the
looking
same
at,
thing. I
changing behavior when I'm using law enforcement.
Ugh.
Here,
I think,
the
in
state
fact, in the
has put it in their mind
unreleased
that officers
currently
need to change, they
videos
need
that
to stop this
I may
behavior from
happen to
happening.
possibly
In
be in.
domestic
I
specifically,
think I
in
sat like
Texas, if you look it
y'all
up,
did.
there
I think
shall
you
arrest
did.
clauses.
Yeah.
I bet you when we look
If
at
I'm
it, you'll
told
probably
there's
look
a
the same
whiff of
way.
an idea that
Yeah.
domestic assault
It's the
or
weight of
abuse
your
has occurred,
commission
Yeah,
as a
Yeah,
police
when you see
officer.
it,
That's what
you're
it
the
is.
weight
Yeah.
of carrying
There's no
society on your
discretion.
shoulders, right?
That's
Because,
what it is.
'Cause you're the
Texas
sheepdog.
state law's taken it out. If you ever want to read
You
Oh,
hunt the
God.
evil people don't
There's-
think
they
exists.
arrest
Oh my God,
somebody.
Popo Medic is just popping up in
Which
my
is a moment
head
of
now.
To
Yeah.
call the police to scare your
Yeah,
significant
yeah.
other.
If you, the police should not
I
be a
can't
tool
stand
for
those
fixing your
damn
problems.
videos.
The police should be there to fight crime. If you call because you guys shoved each other and were angry at each other, but aren't really wanting anyone to go to jail, when you call us and tell us he shoved you and tell you it offended you, they're going to jail and they're probably going to come.
You can
back
tell I
and-
just got off work in a domestic.
But
Yeah.
My 15th of
Yeah.
that night. It's
Yeah, I was gonna
real
say,
good at explaining.
didn't matter what day it was. We worked a domestic.
I could be off, and I was probably working at domestic.
Probably.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh no! This
So
is
good at
yours.
working them because I come on.
It's called having a wife.
Josh doesn't drink, so he got
You cannot do this. You do not need to have clearly combative arguments happening simultaneously within the same space.
You sounded
Typically,
so
we're gonna
offended.
separate the parties.
I was.
You can't scream at
I
each other
was.
while you're trying to interview them.
It's a write-up. I see everything in the form of write-ups
So,
at this point.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Called
Well, I mean, they're in a
PTSD.
desert.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
hey,
not
but
like
they
they
could've-
have separate
yeah.
rooms.
The only
But
thing
they
missing
could've
is
taken
a
couple
little
of
eye
steps,
twitch.
Yeah.
You know, at least it's a little windy.
You and I both
Yeah.
know
Oh,
that
100%. No,
Post
I-
admin
Yeah.
stress disorder.
but just as a
Yeah.
de-escalation tactic, ding. Go ahead and try to separate parties, especially if they're already being verbally combative.
Hey, shout out! Chris apparently became a
I wanna
Patreon
just take a
sub
poll
today.
and
Yeah,
mention
good.
that
Fantastic role model
as a crime occurs.
for the rest of
Yes.
you bums in chat.
No, I'm gonna just ruin
He
it
said
for
a
you, let you
fantastic
know.
role
You
model.
didn't even yell
Yeah.
about
You
it.
pinned the
10
comment.
seconds.
Oh yeah.
I did.
The police shouldn't be getting called for this, but play it. Being upset at your significant
Yeah, what
other
rank
is
is
not
he?
a
Call
case
her a
matter. You do not need to
Okay,
call
what? Sean, but what rank is he? I get Michael can talk shit too.
Yeah, for real.
Michael's like, I'm admin here. Look at me. I'm the captain here.
Chris was worried he wasn't gonna get one of those patches.
I know. He's like, "Oh, I gotta get the patch."
He's like, damn it. I need one of them
Oh.
founders patches. Immediately
Is it day
revoke.
late?
Once it's gonna ship to him, and he's gonna revoke his Patreon sub.
So, guys, I see here that you recently contributed $1, and
Just comment on in the chat.
it's gonna be a write-up.
This is no. I want my
Day
damn
late.
shirt
He's
and
a
patch.
victim. Zero professional decorum.
What did I tell you last time?
I don't know.
He has been out there
You
before.
don't know or you don't remember?
I don't know.
I'm definitely gonna. I'm gonna
Gosh.
make
Bro.
myself a shirt. It's gonna be OnlyCops Patreon admin. That's gonna be me.
There it is.
It's just a zone channel. Hell yeah.
Arrest him.
For what?
For,
Lying to her?
for hitting him?
I can't arrest him. He hasn't done anything. If there's anybody
Crazy.
I should be
I'm not gonna
Like
lie.
at the sergeant level.
Bill's
Crazy.
favorite, like,
And his
quippy
name-
one thing to say is for what? He
Yeah.
legit said that in the wild.
Yeah.
Like we would have people say like, "Well, you need to go talk to them." That would deadpan. That would be his response for what?
It's true.
He'd just sit there like no elaboration. He'd stare at him. If they didn't say anything, he's like, "Okay, I guess we're done here, right?" And then he'd start walking off, and I was like, "Here's
it's a
we
domestic
called them
animal.
Sandra Bland
Yeah.
cards. We called them
Okay.
Sandys,
Yeah.
but a complaint card. I just hand him the complaint card and be like, "Yeah, you go by." I'll
Well,
learn it.
If they want to be a fucking
So-
lawyer, articulate the law to me.
So
It's
for
true.
as weird as there are things again, we can talk about weapon discipline, all these things. He did find a way to.
I
not
was
take
fat
enforcement
last
action
year.
and still solve the problem.
Bro, I'm
And honestly, this is a lot of times.
Y'all just switched.
Level of domestic violence.
Had there not been an injury.
Had there been no injury at all and they're just yelling at each other, this is actually an excellent job.
Chris
I was
said-
fat both years, so
Chris said he's a
Winning
sergeant
and
on
keeping anything
Patreon.
from happening. A
My
lot
Yeah.
of
dad
times-
likes the way you talk to her.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
I would say
Sean's
actually
slowly
a
losing
really
his
good
argument
job
to
of
be a
preventing
moderator.
it.
There's no way Chris wasn't gonna be at least a
Prevent something from happening
supervisor
future.
in
Yeah.
the Patreon.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
There's not much more you can do in law
Kristen said
enforcement
she's
than-
still waiting for some
Plus,
Badge
They
Bunny
know they're not gonna go
merchandise.
back out there.
Exactly.
Oh, we need to get like a
I think
we'll
there's
get like a
every single
very
cop that's ever been a
what is
cop
it
for more than 5
plunging
seconds
top
has said in conversation, "Can I trust
tank
that
top or
nothing's gonna
something.
happen
There you
if I
go.
leave?" They won't have an offense, but they'll ask that question in 9
Here, I
times
just
out
did
of
my
10.
moderator duty
They might tell
tonight.
you.
No spoilers.
Yeah, that's manage to separate the parties and keep things from escalating.
It's a very
They
deep
should
inside
be
joke,
reporting
boys and
to a
girls.
person.
Yeah.
I should
If you know,
honestly,
you
if
know.
They believe it's a
That
delusion.
day.
There's a whole mental health aspect to this. That honestly,
Yeah, but what are spoilers?
the biggest?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what are
You
they?
know, like Darth Vader is Luke's father, stuff like that. Oh, I'm sorry.
How dare
first time,
you?
Oh my
I'm so
God.
sorry, guys.
Actually
I'm
doing
sorry.
something
I know.
Wow.
You had one
1972.
job.
You
It's
keep
Hold on.
playing with
too
Quinn.
close.
Let's kick him from this Discord. Hold on.
Where's the moderator to
You know-
kick me?
You know
Yeah.
what's crazy though? I've never.
Oh
seen
my
that.
god!
What?
Yeah.
Really not?
Get out right
So-
now.
So that was a
Okay, so
spoiler.
yeah. Oh, damn.
But
Yeah,
you
I
know,
guess
but listen. The only reason I haven't seen it is because I remember the first time I ever said I hadn't seen it. It was that same reaction,
Smart man.
and I have the ability to get that reaction every single time.
That's true.
Yeah. You could also lie and still get that reaction and also enjoy Star
I'm-
Wars.
I'm not a man to lie.
Chris said he wants a crop top.
Okay, we got you, bro.
We're gonna get some underboob on that crop top.
Chris,
Yeah,
you gotta.
yeah, it's gonna be like
Hey,
It needs to
Could
be
be a
cut like
hint of
down
nipple.
here.
What's that?
Chris, you gotta
Yeah.
come to Texas to get it though.
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah.
And just like
I'll
that, it
fit you for it.
changes. Now,
Permanently.
you can pause it here. I will say that
I'll make it
I can't
special
tell
when you
how
get
many
here.
times I've had a
I
noise
preferred it as
complaint
Halo Solo.
turn into
That
an
was funny.
aggravated assault. I can't tell you how many times. There's a lot of conversation about not having
Halo
calls,
Solo.
Halo Solo.
and I'm 110%
Oh,
for
That's
only
awesome.
Someone
fans.
wants to, yeah.
Only fans at Halo
However,
Solo.
when you're dealing with an unknown element. For anything. So I always tell people, do you
Chris,
want
my life is legit brighter because he's in it. It makes me
Agreed.
it cracks me up every time.
Agreed.
You know what?
There's a glitch in
The
his
more
code
unknown
somewhere.
variables you're dealing with, the more quickly
So,
that situation
Sean,
I
changes.
need
don't
the
worry.
Black Rifle
It's annoying
coffee.
and trivial
Hey,
to
Boom was
get
part of our Black
into
Rifle.
that
I lost a
Yeah.
bet
Well, she should
during one of our. I think it was a Phasmophobia.
If you
Get some
Let's play. I don't
clothes.
remember what
if
it
you
was,
believe
but
that you have a
I lost a
subject
bet.
that's
Owed
having
him and
delusions
somebody else
and
had to got
obviously in the
Black
type of
Rifle coffee
manic
out of me.
Yeah.
depressive
Yeah.
state
I offered a
and
sticker,
is
but then I was like, I'm
constantly
not
being
spending
agitated and is already
$15 to
assaulting
ship
other
a
people,
sticker.
Yeah.
Right.
probably don't want
So,
that person walked
I
in,
shipped
you
him
should
some
go buy a life
coffee.
block.
So,
Probably don't
so
let
Sean,
that
don't
person
worry.
go and get in a car and try to
I'll
drive.
introduce you to Star
Probably
Wars.
don't
but
let that person go
I
buy a
got
gun
you.
safe.
What are you eating?
I can't.
That is a law
My
enforcement
wife threw me a
responsibility.
cookie.
There's a lot of
Oh, hell
tactics
yeah.
that can be used as far as saying,
It's a
no,
good
I'll
wife.
help you get your stuff. Or you have an escort, an officer
Great
actually
wife.
escort that person.
Bill, are you able to eat cookies right now?
No.
Or
Part
is
of
that
that, obviously,
hard?
you want the
Yeah, what
He's
a
on.
nerd.
He's on 365
But you
hard
do have
right
a
now, like a
responsibility
Yeah.
psycho.
piece, and part
What
of
a
it is
nerd for
protecting
trying to make
people.
your life.
You know, you're only supposed to go 4
Yeah.
hours, and then after that, you got to call a doctor. I don't know.
Especially after I see how fat I was in this video, I'm like, God damn, I need to
He's
diet.
Or did anything to provide services for someone clearly.
I got like that
Why I
neck
don't
fat.
make YouTube videos.
It
Yeah.
escalated, and then you're.
It's all good. I'm still a
See,
chunky boy.
I just learned it's easier to learn to love myself than work
Oh.
out that hard.
Hey, listen, even when I'm fit, I still hate myself, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He just hates himself and looks better in the mirror, hating himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Duke.
Which is still a win.
I'm sure Duke's fine.
I'm sure Duke's fine. Duke's doing great.
Duke's doing great.
Juan.
One of my favorite lines.
In universe
It's on
explanation
fire.
for why. I
That's
do
awesome.
like that. I do like that.
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Wow.
Oh
Let's see
my
how this
God.
outro
All right.
goes.
I want to see.
So to kind of sum up, I guess my analysis on this stuff is, like I said, clearly this is really more of a military setting. This is an occupying
say.
force.
Look at those
having
circles
really
under my
a group of
eyes.
people. Most of these people, given what they
1,000-yard
showed,
stare.
Yeah, that was about to say. You're also looking off into the distance,
Had to
like-
respect.
I was
They were
tired,
just there
bro.
trying to act as peacekeepers.
Like, I could zoom into this and do that thing, the dog with the cupcakes, and then the
setting,
like Vietnam War
from where I
flashbacks.
come
That's
from,
basically
yeah, none of them have any business being law enforcement officers, whether it's acting professionally, whether it's, again, using any level of tactics or common sense when handling people that are clearly require some level of intervention. And a good part of this is, again, you can, by introducing police into a non-law enforcement situation, create a force situation. You create an escalation of things. The biggest thing I always hear all the time is, well, I don't want the police coming out to my house. Our presence alone is an escalation. Our presence alone does create a level of
Especially when I
excitement
get
that
there.
can, unfortunately, in a lot of situations.
You escalate.
turn
Something
forward.
escalates when you get
I was
there.
about to say, my guy.
Yeah.
We show up.
Yeah, it's literally, they will teach you this in academy, that officer
on,
presence by itself
Mr.
is
Sweeper?
a beginning of you using force on people. So, I guess we do an outro.
All right,
I
guys.
guess we'll do an outro.
Appreciate you joining us for our Officers React episode.
Oh, that's
as
right.
you
I'm
can
pretty sure we
see,
had to make
there
you do
was
the outro,
some,
Bill, because Josh.
Yeah, he
talking
couldn't.
I
points
couldn't do 'em.
in
I
this
couldn't do 'em.
clip. But we appreciate you
Get
guys
your
riding
shit
with
together,
us today.
dude.
Leave us some comments. Tell us what you want to see next.
Josh
If you
is
have any ideas, that
Josh
would be
is
good
waiting
or
for it to
funny,
be
go ahead
over
and
so we
send them
can-
to us.
Yeah.
Until next time, guys.
100%.
I was waiting for it
So-
to be over to fucking drink a beer or something. Just kidding.
I don't think this is the one where we invented the riding two-man with us
Nope,
outro.
we hadn't done that
We
yet.
did it
No.
after this.
No, he said it in the intro though.
Oh, did he? I remember he said it, and it like ruined
Oh,
the
yeah,
take
you're right.
because my reaction was incredible.
It
I
was in
like,
the beginning.
oh
yeah,
my
he
god,
said
that's
it in the
brilliant.
beginning.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Wow,
Anyways,
good job, Sean.
yeah,
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
Sean's on it, dude.
Detective.
He actually paid
goes,
attention.
he goes, I'm sorry, that's moderator, Sean. Do you? So, anyways,
Glad
that
someone's
was
paying attention in class.
yeah, a little over a year ago we filmed that, and we were still in law enforcement. And a year ago we posted it, and we
Yeah.
were like a week away from leaving law enforcement. This would have
true.
been my last week or two on patrol.
Mhm.
Bill left me the day before I left, and then I got to
Well,
that
you still
one
wanted to
shift.
stay on for like an extra 2 weeks or
I
something.
did.
and
Yep.
And
Bill
then,
was like, "Fuck no."
I experienced that shift without him and was like, no, I'm not gonna make
Yep.
it. I was like,
Yep.
no, I'm not gonna.
We
What cracks
also
me up.
we both called in our last 2 days of work.
Yep, I got real sick.
You look real sick.
Real
yeah,
sick.
Yeah, I was sick,
Sick
in the
of
head,
fucking work.
Yeah, exactly. What I find funny though is legitimately within.
Here, boom. That's what I'm drinking.
There it is. Within like
Costco wall.
probably 12 hours prior to filming that, we were probably interacting with somebody on duty, which kind of cracks me up. Like somebody got shot or stabbed, and Bill and I, with probably the exact same demeanor, was like, "Cool, who stabbed you or shot you?
Yeah.
You're not gonna describe them. Cool. Here's your fucking Israeli bandage. Let's get you to the hospital.
Yep.
Go lie to my sergeant about it, and then go lie to my lieutenant about it, and then go lie to the 18 people that were going to interview you about it." And yeah,
You know what's crazy though? So like a good buddy can make a shitty department like the most fun.
Oh yeah.
Well,
And then like as soon as
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah.
my buddy left to go move to like Tennessee and like love his life again. And for the last few months, I've just been realizing like, holy shit, I hate my life.
I think
Yeah.
Josh and I have both said, like, had they allowed us to ride 2-man, like
I'd probably still be there.
2 to
be
3
honest.
days a week, we'd still
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah.
Like, that's how different it was.
The funny thing is, though, you could probably find a department where they would let you do that.
I'm
Yeah, but I
not-
mean, like, yeah,
what's the
did-
point?
Well, and like you got to imagine too is like if there is like almost a point of no return. I'm not gonna say there's like a complete point of no return because I feel like if I needed to do the job, I could. I'm clearly
Mhm.
capable of still doing the job. I have the knowledge and the training and all that kind of stuff or whatever. But it's like, again, it's your willingness to die for an idea, or your willingness to die, or at least put yourself in harm's way. Yeah, if I found a place that had the command staff that I felt like I could trust, or had the, or I felt that I wasn't going to go and have to be in a mall that required, adult
Yeah.
supervision for their minors. And
But
stuff like
also,
that.
it like there'd have to be a huge shift in society for me to ever consider going back to policing.
Yeah.
like-
So there's like I said, I think there's places where it's a good place to be a cop, and I think that there's still clearly somebody that needs to do that job. But
Like
I
Florida.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure, exactly, like a great example of that. But
But also, Florida's crazy. Like,
Yeah, it's like your department supports
That's
you
why
because they're
it's
like,
fun.
God bless you. Yeah,
Because they got no other choice at that point.
yeah.
yeah.
Overrun
They
by
basically
fucking
need you. Yeah,
ILC.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So this is the video that Napalm Bath put in the Discord.
My guy.
So
Oh, I didn't get to watch this.
Right.
This is
It's
pretty,
like Call of
this is pretty
Duty.
wild.
7 William 5, officers have not shot. He's fired from inside of the house. We got a blood trail leading into the backyard, into the house from right where we're at.
He had shot the mother, and he had already exchanged gunfire with patrol officers and was shooting at us the entire time, too.
I remember the SWAT commander saying, hey, everybody, take a deep breath. We were told we were going to take rounds on this.
Okay, all units, stay focused, take a deep breath.
I think for some reason, all the emotions and adrenaline just kind of stopped at that moment.
Stand by.
Look at his eyes.
My goal was to save this little girl's life, the hostage's life. I see him, he raises up what I didn't know at the time.
I can tell you one thing. Had Josh and I made the SWAT team, we 100% would still be cops.
I'd still be there.
I'll say that without a
1000% still
doubt,
be there.
dude.
They could have been the shittiest department on the planet. I could be working in Portland, and if I was in the SWAT team, I'd still probably be there. Let's be honest.
And our city did SWAT right. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So two things I will say, and I'll give a huge compliment to this department for that. The training center for having like zero funding was some of the most incredible training probably out there for law enforcement. I still felt, and I remember saying this the other day, coming out of academy, we were probably better trained than 90% of the country's law enforcement. They just, our defensive tactics trainers, most of our SWAT team actually helped us when it came to weapon manipulation and quals and stuff like that, room clearing.
Well, and you also saw how many surrounding departments would come to us for training.
My rifle school, we had multiple agencies there in my. They wanted to go to our rifle
and
school.
Gracie Survival Tactics. They did that twice a year. Hosted that.
Our training center was by far probably the best in our area, if not nationally. If they could have had some of the funding that some of those bigger departments had,
our neighboring department,
it really is our neighboring department.
Because their training center is
incredible.
Dope. But
and our specialized units, I think we had an incredible heat team.
Yes,
I think we had an incredible SWAT team. Our narcotics guys were incredible. We had very good. You had to survive and tolerate patrol long enough to get into a specialized unit, and then I think the guys that are still there are most of the guys that I know and respect. They got into PTO or they got into whatever or FTO. There were really good opportunities within that. It's just right as we were reaching the end of our rope for it, it just got like exponentially worse to be on patrol. And specifically the side of patrol that we were both on. The side of town in the shift was awful. We experienced a good year of the short end of the stick. And so that was a hard thing, I think, from a morale standpoint to come from. But like I said, these guys are kicking ass and taking names. We'll go back to this video here. They got explosives. It's fucking wild.
Yeah. And points of memory.
Jeez.
We both engaged each other at the same time. But the second I saw him fall back, I went to reach for her. Before I even realized, I looked back down and she'd been taken out of there by one of the other guys.
So this is my first hostage rescue. I picked her up. I rolled out of the room.
I got her. With you. You okay, sweetie? Yeah. It's okay, sweetie. I got you.
You know, you go from having a pretty crazy gunfight to being able to calm a child. You know, it shows you the how we have to turn it on and turn it off.
Okay. Are you hurt at all? Yeah. Where are you hurt?
All these guys have family. They all have kids. They all have wives to go home to, and no one thought about their own peril. Everyone was ready to go take bullets for that little girl, and it's special.
It's comforting to know that something ever happens to anybody's
got the
family,
bags.
anybody's kids, no matter where they're at.
There's
men and women out
we
there
all have
that
the
are
bags.
willing to.
I was gonna say you're doing
you're
doing the job legit. You got the bags.
Yeah.
So shout out to these. What is this, LVMPD, bro? Shout out to
Las
those
Vegas
guys.
Metro, probably.
Absolute animals. I will say this: whoa, getting music from something.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's so nice.
Oh, I just kept
playing.
Yeah.
Man, that was a short stick. He legit turns that corner and he is staring at a gun. That is rough.
Yeah.
But like I said, SWAT guys, they live, breathe, and eat that stuff. They are a different breed of human being when it comes to that. I've had a few very fast, dynamic entries into a structure like that. They didn't go that smooth, I tell you that. But
we
they
also weren't wearing all that equipment.
That too, yeah. Well, and that's a lot of times how hectic it is. I remember we had there are multiple times where you have a shots fired call or you have a live hot scene and there's a lot of yelling that's going on and you'll feel it's funny when you go back and watch it, you'll say the thing that you're needing to say like 2 or 3 times. And like the first time you probably say it to be heard, the second time you say it to like remind yourself that you said it already.
Yeah.
And by the third time, it's just like, okay, I said it, I did it already. Okay, move on to the next thing. That's all stress. And again, they're under an immense amount of stress. And even training gets your body to do what you need it to do, but it can't fix what's happening mentally. And a lot of times you leak some of that stuff verbally. But it was incredible. These guys acted incredibly quickly. It was really good planning, obviously, on the part of the department. They had the assets. God, it's Air One, or they had their helicopter in the air. They have all the equipment. They have explosives. And for how old that body camera footage, they were probably one of the few departments that even had that.
Yeah.
But it's a thing. When you have hot calls like that, these guys have, that's not their first hot call, but like you can tell how much stress they're under because even with all the training, equipment, and planning, you heard the guys. I'm with you.
When
I'm
you
with
know,
you. I'm with you.
when
Yeah.
you know you're taking rounds, it's different than when you think you might.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, even when we're playing Ready or Not, we all do it.
Yeah.
Be like, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
You'll say it multiple times, and it's a stress impulse that you're just trying to make sure that it's being heard and being said. And it's weird because like the person that's listening to you clearly hears and they don't complain about it because they're still focused on their objective. It's a very interesting. Very few people will ever experience that level of stress unless you're in law, and even within law enforcement circles, that's a very rare occurrence. Like you could be on a SWAT team, and that's still a very rare occurrence. To be walking into a situation like that. So,
especially to turn a corner and have a gun literally being pointed at you.
Sure, yeah. Let me make sure I got everybody in the chat. Boom's still in here, go doing things. What's going on? King's Gaming, good to see you. Scrolling. Chris is still here in North
Can you take a
Dakota.
dog picture there, Bill?
Yeah,
Yes.
taking a dick pic.
My dog looks cute.
So, anyways, we'll keep going. What is this?
Where's the cameo, though?
I got taser on him. Get on the ground! I will tase you! I will tase. So get on the ground! I will tase you!
My guy.
Stop refusing commands! Stop it! Get down! No! Get down! Get on the ground! I will tase you!
Drive down.
Taser! Get him! Get him! Get him! It was a taser. It was not a handgun.
He didn't say taser.
Stop
he did.
resisting.
What did he say?
Stop resisting.
Pause it. I'm gonna be honest, this guy's pretty amped for having that many guys there.
So if you see these guys with the vests, that's a fugitive team. So I'm assuming this is a fairly
probably a pretty
violent
bad guy.
felon.
Yeah. But I mean, like.
But yes, this dude is very amped.
This guy's pretty amped. Like if you got a guy on the roof here, I mean, like you got a lot of officers here.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, there's a lot of freaking officers right here.
Well, it's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like and it's not a criticism because again, we don't. This guy could be this dude could have shot this guy's partner last week or whatever.
Yeah.
Or that he could have just had a really close call. There's a lot of things that kind of go into what's going to stress you out in these type of situations.
Yeah.
That being said, somebody here needs to tell this guy like, hey, we got it. Like we're good.
Yeah.
Dude. Give this man some verbal confirmation that like it's being handled. Because everyone else, I think, had the right idea to go hands on. They're all trying to kind of pull on the guy. Clearly, he's resisting in that.
You know, these fugitive guys are like, get this fucking patrol cop out of my face.
That's kind of what I mean. Yeah.
Right now.
And again, like you have a guy standing completely erect here. And mind you, it's not that he's not doing anything. Where's he going to go?
Tasers turn him on. Yeah.
Well, and also like he's the taser.
No, but before you unpause it, I just want to say, I want to be that guy that's on top of that shit.
Up here?
He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, he's up there going, oh man, that looks like a lot of paperwork
He's
down
like,
there.
I'm participating.
You know what I would be thinking
he's
up
tell
there?
the story about how we took down this fugitive.
Yeah, he's gonna trade the war stories.
If I was up there, I'd be like, well, don't put my name on that use of force.
Exactly.
I don't want the subpoena.
Like, that sucks.
No, this guy's got the good idea though. He's on the roof.
This guy?
His body camera
This
probably
guy.
isn't seeing.
Oh yeah.
So he's not gonna
It's
get
just
subpoenaed.
like this guy.
Yeah.
Shout out Kristen. I know that you're still here. Thank you for being here. And Artificial Galaxy. It's good to see you, my guy. Thank you for joining us on our stream.
Right there. We saw it. Right in the street. Fuck.
He was armed, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think they said he had a gun.
U.S. Marshals. Damn.
Fugitive Task Force.
We've had the marshals come into our town.
This guy was wanted.
I got some blood on me, but I'll change it.
Hey, nobody cares about you, dude.
Why is his camera
Use the ladder to get up.
turned?
He's probably got
Twisted
the
on the
axe on
fence?
one.
He was tased.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Maybe.
He was tased. He's all right.
Yeah, it is weird.
Thanks,
Although
bro.
I'm surprised police activity didn't just like
Flip it.
do this. Yeah.
There's
'cause
producer Juan.
I mean, it takes 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do this while watching it.
Like I said, there's and we've seen this a few times that nothing unlawful was done there. I think that they did a good job taking the guy into custody. I didn't see anything that was terribly egregious. I'm not okay with the taser deployment, but if you already got a bunch of guys that are hands on, maybe dry stun them, as opposed to get the
Yeah.
because getting caught in that's a bad day if you're an officer that's going hands on.
Well, and there was like 4 cops on that guy.
That's kind of what I mean. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I was getting at. But that being said,
He had a perfect opportunity to drive stun the hell out of that guy.
Yeah. Well, and what I'm getting at is like, what is dry stunning him doing to get him into custody? It's causing him pain, cool, but like that's not assisting and affecting the arrest. If that makes any sense. If you see what I'm getting, like, can you?
It probably would have just pissed him off.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. Is like, can you say that just simply causing him pain is gonna? Because if that's the case, if we start punching him in the face, there's a bunch of other things you can do that don't pose a risk to any of the other officers that are there.
Yeah, knee on his neck.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
on his back. On his back, Sean.
You do flying kick.
Get it right.
So anyways, like it unless you're contributing to affecting the arrest or doing something that it's going to have a positive effect on getting this person to be compliant, I think the cause of them saying taser or deploying these tools is stress. And clearly you could hear it in his voice that he was pretty amped and nobody else was yelling, which is weird because they were all there. Typically, when you see somebody, like if that guy were to start fishing for his waistband and they didn't know whether he was armed or not, everyone there would have been yelling.
Yeah.
Everyone there would have been clearing or whatever. So the officers collectively did a great job. But my one, like I said, critique of this is going to be, hey, if you hear somebody that's that amped, if you're an officer and you're watching this, if you hear someone that's that amped, give this guy some verbal affirmations that we got it. We've done it plenty of times. I can't tell you how many times been mid-fight and I physically will put a hand on another officer and be like, hey, we're good. Like, we're good. He's in custody. We're good.
Plus, those were marshals. They eat that stuff up for
Bro,
breakfast.
Sure.
This is probably like the third one that day. They probably all had guns, and they're like,
Sure. Artificial Galaxy. I'm glad that you're here, dude. I'm glad that you're hanging out with us. Boom. Is talking about going to the Air Force. Bro, shout out going to the Air Force. He's done to it.
They got the best living quarters, though.
And Sweeper's giving him some advice. I like it. We'll keep going. Shout out to police activity.
Somebody needs to turn it. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I thought he turned it.
That's a write-up.
The driver proceeded south on 60th Avenue Southeast from State Highway 9, where an additional TVI occurred, disabling the vehicle. As officers gave
and his vehicle wasn't locked
the
when he left
suspect
it.
exited the vehicle with a firearm. He then pointed the
That's a
firearm
write-up.
and fired at an officer. 4 officers returned fire at the suspect.
Pretty sure he
stopping
didn't
his
say
action.
please either. So.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands
Hands up, please.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up now! Put your
Juan, the politeness admin.
Jesus.
Put your hands
Yeah.
up! Put your hands up now! Put your
I mean,
Fucking filmed
you
on a
can't.
Nokia.
Yeah, you can't shoot at police officers. It's probably a pretty bad idea.
Generally.
Yeah. I don't think your life insurance policy will pay out if you.
Unless it's my coworkers, they're not hitting shit.
No, they're stormtroopers.
Wow.
That's what I'm getting from that.
All
So
right.
you literally work for the Empire.
Yeah, you work for the Empire.
I'm so getting written up after this.
Hey, no, it's just community policing is all it is. They ensure.
Hey, if you get a
they
write up,
can't-
just put it in the Discord so we can all have some fun.
That's right. We'll do a breakdown on it.
I'll have to find my old write up I got. Glory.
Pretty
I had to
sure
write an essay.
he ain't about to fill out a complaint card. Blank forge.
Hey, Sean,
That's
do you have a complaint card that I can get? You know.
Yeah, dude. I'll send it in the Discord.
Oh, sweet.
So, anyways, yeah, don't shoot at anybody. Not to mention police.
Thought you had me. Y'all beat me hard enough.
Unless it's in self-defense, then
I'm
go for
sorry.
it.
I forgive you if you were human, but if you were human, you better repent fast. Like I know nuclear weapons, and I'll bet you I can take that damn airport. If I don't get to talk to Tom Sowell.
It's a
Definitely.
mental health resources subject or somebody that's needing assistance because they are in mental crisis.
Yeah, sometimes.
Send a social worker.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start shooting y'all down. I'm sick of this shit.
Oh, we'll still send the social worker. It's okay.
Yeah, dude, do it.
Obscenities in the distance.
Send the guy. What are the safari guys with the tranquilizer darts?
Yes.
The ones they sent after Harambe or what?
Yeah, those were not
You know what?
tranquilizers.
You know what though? I'd
dare
be
you
all
disrespect
for
Harambe?
that. I'd be all for that as a less lethal option.
All right. He mentioned Harambe. You know what we got to take out now, guys.
Who's he shooting at?
I don't know. It says randomly shoots at people before he gets shot.
It's too inaudible.
I think he is schizo.
Yeah.
It's probably in a group home or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real common.
I twitched when you said group home.
Mm-hmm.
One trash can though for a group home. You know how many needles?
Yeah, and I think that's just the recycling.
That's the recycling bin.
I'm pretty sure that's all the needles right in there.
Crackheads don't recycle.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Ooh.
dang.
Oh shit. Dude's accurate.
Crazy but accurate.
I hope that person's okay. Jeez.
Are they coming back? Or is that different?
That's a
No,
different car.
Different
Yeah,
vehicle.
yeah.
Oh my god. Dude.
Jeez.
Oh, wow. I
He
think they got
definitely
hit. Yeah, I
He
think they got hit.
definitely
Yep.
he connected on that one because the van's just rolling.
You know this wasn't in Texas.
Through calling you.
Oh no, because there'd have been rounds being slung right back.
He'd be lucky if I didn't have my rifle in my truck.
No kidding.
You guys, Jesus will let
You're just driving down a random street and you're getting shot at. God.
Like a residential street too.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
And this is
It's a
why
DJI. This
Oh,
guy.
hey.
anybody that's watching this right now, please carry. Always carry with you.
Get good training.
Yeah. Get
Dang,
good
this is
training
a
and carry.
main street, dude.
Yeah.
Holy cow. I tell
Whose
you what.
DJI is this? Is this a police drone or is
I
this
think
just
so,
like
yeah.
somebody having fun? Is it like a realtor taking video of a house and then here's gunshots and he's like, hey.
shooting.
Yeah.
Still so confused.
Negative. The weapons. I'm holding on target.
Okay, no, it is a police.
Yeah, I could tell by how shitty they are at operating that camera.
Oh my God,
That's
Juan.
the house, I think.
Look, Juan, I figured it out. You should just contract yourself out to do
Yeah.
something like this.
There you go. Just nice jerky movements.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wow, he came out and surrendered?
Holding. Well, they probably called him because he said he wasn't calling them anymore.
That's a hands-on kind of time.
Don't do it!
Well.
Those are firearms on the ground in front of him. Do not reach for that. Stop now.
Why is there no body cam?
Nah, screw that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's ladies and gentlemen, this
Here
is
we
a
go.
shoot in the back type of situation.
Yeah. They should have gone hands when they had him.
I was about to say when he got close like that. I mean, and again, it is what it is. They don't know if he's got something on him or whatever. But
I'm holding on target.
Yeah.
Come on, come to my voice.
He had to have been high or something, or I guess gets very severely
Crazy.
schizophrenic, like because he's. I normally don't. You don't get somebody that's that delusional.
So, I don't think they went hands because one dude's got less lethal, one dude's got a shield, and one dude's got a rifle.
That makes sense.
So,
you got tools.
Honestly, I'm not going hands in that situation either. Like,
Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Those are
Did he have
firearms
to
on the
rack
ground in
his
front of him.
Yes,
Do
he
not
did.
reach for that.
Oh
Stop
my
now.
God.
No, I think he moved his reticle.
did he?
He took his. He took the flip cap up.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Okay. I was about to be very
We'll have
mad.
to watch this
Wet
guy get
checks!
shot.
Wet checks! Holding!
Good communication.
Yeah, that situation sucks, dude. So, like, as much as obviously this guy's not cooperating, the frustrating part about this is I don't think that he's not cooperating because he doesn't want to. He's again not in his right mind. And this is really where like tools are important. Clearly, they had them and they were trying to leverage them, but like having manpower, having a bullet-resistant vehicle would have been really helpful. Because honestly, you could have just ran over this dude's guns, to be honest, and that probably would have taken a lot of the safety issues out of it. But also, again,
Boom's right.
Calling Patty Mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm sure that would have
Honestly-
worked.
Honestly, with the amount of lethal cover they did have, that was a pretty good opportunity to utilize a taser. To be honest, he was shirtless. They were close enough, I think. That I normally never say that, never, because I hate.
Someone
tasers.
clip it. Someone clip that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
I was about to say Taser USA. Yeah.
If there was a prime example of a time to use a taser,
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Shirtless,
or OC,
8 to 10 feet. No,
Yeah. Well,
OC
and
would have just pissed that guy off.
Well, and at
Or
the very,
baton.
at the
You're
very
gonna
least,
throw it at him.
Yeah. Ninja Star, like.
But it would have bought you the
Real
time to
stuff.
get control over the guy and things of that nature. So I don't know. Normally I'm not team that, but if you got the numbers and you have the people, you don't need 15 rifles pointing at one guy, especially if he's not armored. Now, if this guy's got body armor on, maybe you have this is a different discussion. But that is the one thing that I could say. I think the communication was good. I think that was just a shit situation, to be honest.
Yeah.
And again, as much as people might get a little heartburn, and Sean brought it up, that was a shoot in the back scenario. And what we're saying about that is you have to prevent him from getting to the gun. You can't wait till he gets it.
Yeah.
And he's
Because
already hurt people.
That's what I'm saying. He's already shot at people. He's already doing XYZ. As tragic as it is that he probably doesn't know what he's doing. He's probably blitzed out of his mind,
Boom.
You still have to,
So funny enough, one of the guys in my he came to do a research today is a federal bail bondsman and with a canine, and
what a weird,
pretty interesting.
What a weird
Yeah.
What a weird cross section there.
What a
I know.
waste of tax dollars.
Yeah.
Those
Especially
news
if he's
stories
training
that are
in
like-
North Carolina.
Dude, I will say that the kennel I'm going to for the training, they train people. They've trained people all the way from Arizona. Like they I don't know what it is. People like going to that particular kennel. They do a good job.
Probably has nothing to do with it being in North Carolina.
I'm gonna put it on the record. Like, I work for the federal government, and I've never heard of that job ever. So I think he was like, he brought his pet in his car that he had for like 20 grand.
He's with the North Carolina Bail Enforcement Task Force, and he's
like
federally
self-certified.
Self-certified.
He started his own school and certified himself.
Does he make YouTube videos?
He might. I don't know.
Well, when did you get the certificates for your emotional support dog?
It is
on the
crazy
internet?
though, because he had to get
This guy
grants.
trained Motor One. Like
He had to get grants and raise up money all on his own. He drives an unmarked Ford Explorer with a freaking cage in the back, and it has the only marking he has on there is the canine's name, and he paid for it all himself.
Super
So-
Sounds like some backcountry shit.
Yeah.
Super sketch. We'll keep
Sounds
going.
like North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy will be proud.
I never knew it existed until I.
It doesn't.
That's how we felt about North Carolina.
Pull over! Stop!
Oh, this is a messed up video.
Have you seen this?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
This dude needed to eat
Okay, and you
concrete.
think that trying to kill somebody is the way to do that? Give me your driver's license. Give me your driver's license. I'm asking for your driver's license.
He's taking off?
Yeah.
Are we not chasing this guy?
He needs to get to the zoo, man.
Is he going into the zoo?
Yeah.
She's got it.
So I think he was going the wrong way
watch out,
originally
don't let him
to
kill
try and get to
somebody.
skip the line or something.
Oh.
Because he flips around back there and then comes back around.
Hey, pause it real quick.
And the body camera is of a
I want to go ahead and give a shout out to this lady because she's just handling up at the very least. As at least as right now, she's like, we're not talking about this. We're just gonna go handle this dude. I do like.
She does not give a shit.
Yeah, I do like that attitude. What's going on?
Trooper's gonna troop.
Well, she's a trooper. She's like, this is the car related thing. I'm on it.
This is my job.
Oh, she put her hat on. Oh shit!
Oh.
It's real now.
Yep.
Gun out.
Let's see-
Get your gun out.
Bro. I'm
Get
telling
your
you
gun
what,
out.
Yeah.
I think this is the zoo line. He was trying to get into the zoo line somehow.
He turns into the zoo.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
125. We just had somebody about hit us multiple times out here. Start me another car.
My wife got me an ice cream sandwich.
Is that Indiana?
Must be nice.
I know
It's
Columbus.
Ohio.
Columbus.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
This is great.
Okay. Get on your stomach now! Get on your stomach! Movie, I swear.
It's
And
a
he's
movie.
Such a douche about it.
What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He apologized?
That's it. Give it a second.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You almost hit a trooper.
I'm sorry.
125. We have him in custody.
He got tased out of his
Start me
shoe.
a supervisor.
It's just about my wife and kids, who are me.
And
I
give me a
am her.
medic.
And it's just about her. And I love you guys.
I love
and
how
know you
troopers don't
mean
care
it.
about anyone else but themselves. You almost hit a
Are you good? Yeah.
Well, this is like the city cop saying that. So.
I just need for you guys to help me up.
Well, you're under arrest. You're going
Yeah.
down.
The one right there's a city cop, and the body camera we're watching is a deputy.
Here, rewind it a little bit.
To where?
You can hear what he says. Just like a couple of seconds, just so you can hear what he says.
About his wife and kids.
Yeah.
You have anything on you?
No, nothing at all. Just in this.
Why did you not listen to us?
Because it wasn't about me, it was about my wife and kids.
And guess what? Now it's about you.
Okay.
Where's your ID at, man?
I don't have anything on
Did you
me.
already search it?
Listen,
No.
just stand me up. I will not hurt you.
Well, you're not
Good
moving
luck.
right now.
Yeah, no,
You're going to jail.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You are.
No, it's Nirvana, and I'm not gonna hurt you. I swear. I just stuttered right there on
What's
accident.
going on with your wife and kids?
I'm trying to get to them. I just need to communicate.
Okay, well, that's not happening.
Well, it is though, because you're gonna help me, and I love you, and it's not about you now. There's a time for that. Right now, I just need to get out of
Set him
here.
up.
Okay. He's DWI.
Set up.
They charge him with DWI on those things.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're gonna go sit over here.
Okay, that's fine too.
He's gotta be.
That's acid.
Just can I
Like
just feel
on
my hands real
DFT
quick?
or something?
Just really
Jeez.
quick.
you're not
You
taking
guys need this.
Because I'm gonna be honest, pause it real quick.
Let's
I
bring him
guess
over
I
here
didn't
to
turn
the
on the
curb and set
volume.
him down.
I guess we're done with this. I've never seen marijuana do this to somebody.
No,
Like
it
I've
sounds
never
like acid.
seen. Yeah, he's on something strong because
Yeah.
that's that level of unawareness. Just like a lot of people that I guess that aren't in the know. I've never personally done marijuana, but I've seen it a lot. I was a cop in a major city, never once, and I've seen people. You can't OD on THC, but I've seen people eat
That's not
way
true.
too much.
You
Well,
can OD on THC.
it would be expensive. But
You would have to get your body
yeah.
weight. At that point, you're puking it up anyway.
Well, but I've seen someone like eat way too many pot brownies, be like high out of their mind, and they're just feeling real loopy or whatever. It's kind of like being drunk. I've never seen.
Yeah, they
someone get
usually
that
call us
position.
because they think they're gonna die.
Yeah, but you're not that unaware. It's super rare,
I-
or unless
I-
it's laced with something.
Yeah, no, I've seen acid do that. Like they just say random shit, but also they're
Yeah.
like super nice
Yeah,
about it.
Blank Forge is saying it sounds like X.
could
Yeah.
see that.
I could see.
I was
could
thinking
see
ecstasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see
Yeah,
that. King's
I
Gaming
got
is
more
saying
with
that he loves
acid
us.
than X, surprisingly.
Yeah, we had more meth than we had a lot of meth.
Lot of
where
meth.
we were at. It was weird how much meth we had, especially compared to like we didn't. It was pretty rare that I saw heroin, and I wasn't in narcotics, but we
That's
dealt with a
weird
lot of
for me.
stuff. But we didn't. Yeah, meth. We had tons of that.
We don't see a lot of meth, but we see a lot of heroin and weed
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think everybody's
and cocaine.
but
Yeah, and cocaine.
Yeah.
We
Y'all
have a
are
lot
like, Michael, you're like an opioid country basically up there, though. Like that's
Yeah,
like the heart of the
Oh.
opioid epidemic. is up
Boom,
You're not wrong.
boom,
Yeah.
saying that he's his vote is on mushrooms. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking hallucinogen.
Yeah. So
Hey,
shout out to
let's
police
do a
folks.
poll.
Yeah,
Let's
we'll do a
little
poll. Do a poll. What was Jeep butthole high on?
Jeez.
Call him
Yeah.
Jeep douche.
Jeep
That's what I'm
douche.
calling him. Deep douche. Deep douche.
Did you see those shorts that he was wearing?
Yes.
Yes.
I did.
You can't fit shit in those things.
Did you have an idea? I was like, bro, he couldn't have a chubby without you knowing about it. No
Yeah.
short.
Yeah, what were our options? It was acid, shrooms, ecstasy,
or meth.
Hey, there still
Nah.
is the suitcase. all
Or
right?
is he just from North Carolina?
Yeah.
No, that guy's
That's
from
gotta
up
be
north.
Hampshire.
Okay. Don't put that guy off on us. Okay.
What about white Chinese hash? Man, Boom was over here.
He wasn't country enough.
Trying to taste the
Boom,
rainbow.
are you like 14?
Yeah.
How do you know about this?
I'm gonna vote. Oh, my vote didn't count.
Because you're on the
Yeah,
only
mine
cop
didn't.
account, probably.
No,
Mine
I'm
didn't
on
count
mine.
either.
Oh, no, I'm seeing him.
Mine counted.
Just a couple.
Mine
I
counted.
clicked acid and then I went to
Who
ecstasy.
who was the 25%? All right.
I have no idea.
Wonder who it could be. It's about to go to 50.
He said it's about to go to 50. Acid and ecstasy are taking a strong lead here.
I'm gonna get
I
on
like
my
this.
second YouTube just to vote for North
No,
Carolina.
screw you, John. Don't you dare.
Ecstasy, we got a tie here, a deadlock tie. With
Desire to
ecstasy.
be a mod like Sean.
North Carolina's pulling through, baby. Oh my god!
He bought that Jeep himself. It's got a cage and on the back it says
North Carolina is so fake that random random people could show up to training and convince cops that they're actual cops.
Hey, he's got VU. He's got a high-speed nylon belt.
What, he's got a poodle for a canine. Whatever.
Like, yeah, dude.
No, it's a German
Dude,
Shepherd.
I bought this whole thing myself.
Oh my
man.
god.
I work for the federal government, and I just bought all this myself. I hope that random dude is watching this stream right now.
God,
so.
yeah. Right.
It says K9 written in Sharpie.
No, it didn't even say canine. It just had the dog's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally just has the dog's name.
What's the dog's name?
I'm not gonna dox him.
No, do it.
Is it attached to his, like, is that a commissioned thing
No.
on the dog's name?
No.
I think another person, obviously I wouldn't want his name because I'm not here for doxing.
I want his name.
All right. I'll dox.
I'm gonna run him through NCIC.
Sammy. Sammy is the dog, but it's spelled
Bambi?
weird. Sammy.
Oh,
Sammy.
Dude, that's a pet.
Bambi would be better. Imagine you're like a felon and you
Get him,
taken down by a
Bambi.
dog named Bambi.
Bambi, bite him.
I don't know if the canine named Sammy. That's definitely a pet.
Stella.
Was it Sammy with an I?
Yes.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
That's a stripper
Jeez.
dog. That's a stripper dog, man.
Wow.
It came out of the kennel that had the litter that had a diamond.
Was
and
it Sammy with a
candy
heart
and
over the eye? Like
I
what
can't.
was there?
I
was a
can't
little-
wait until the GO comes out that says you guys have to vet your training people better.
So
I
I'm just
guarantee
gonna
if you
say,
run his plates, it comes back to him.
I was a little concerned when I saw dollar bills in the back of that kennel, but hey.
So it looked like acid won, but it was in a close second place to ecstasy or being from North Carolina.
Yeah, ecstasy and North Carolina are both at 27%. So
Shrooms got a good, a
They're
very
like the same
respectable 9.
thing.
Yeah,
Very
that is not to
respectable
say he couldn't both be on acid and from North Carolina.
That's true. That's true.
That's very.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Well, North Carolina isn't real, so.
Boom.
Yeah.
God.
Boom corrected Sean and said that he was 17. Thank you.
My apologies.
He just wanted
Almost.
he wanted to make sure he's of age. Okay.
Almost an adult.
He's
Who-
the age of
hey,
consent. Okay.
Who let him into this YouTube? This is adult
Did he get
content.
hey man, this is adult content. It's not for children.
All right, let's go.
Boom, I'm
Moving
glad
on.
you're here. Yeah. Shout out to Police Post. Their first time being here for this.
I'm
Now.
gonna
Yeah.
Pre-shout out the mic loop for this one.
So this guy supposedly got in a foot pursuit and tore his hamstring.
Get out.
Yo, man
I'm about
down. Somebody come get your officers.
Hey,
Yo, somebody come
1940s
What an
police radio.
alpha. That's a $6,000 radio.
Damn.
Yo.
Yeah.
You know what?
So-
I am totally. I am all for all the ridicule he's getting from the public right now.
Why?
I mean, he could have just randomly tore it. You never know. Athletes tear shit all the
No.
time. You know.
Screw this guy. He's fat.
Oh my god.
Let's sidebar it right
Yo,
quick. Don't
man
disrespect
down.
Motorola like that.
He's not that
is a
fat.
chunky. That police radio is chunkier than him.
Wait, guys,
Hey,
guys.
Napalm.
So I will give an aside here, and I will see if he allows me to keep my clothes on today. Napalm Bath showing us some love. Thank you for the $100 super chat. I don't know what you do for a living. We need to do like that. Who is it? The guy that approaches people in cars, like nice cars, and asks them what they do for a living. We need to know what
Daniel Mack?
Napalm.
Yes.
He makes way more money than we do. Clearly,
Napalm. I'm gonna need another $20 to keep my shirt on.
He's about to get he's about to start to see the clothes coming off. I'll start with my socks.
Yeah.
I just voted. What the heck?
Say the best.
Well, we know Josh isn't wearing pants.
You know
True.
for sure I'm not wearing pants. I'm in straight undies right now.
It's true.
So anyways, thank you to if
And
you have any
haven't
questions,
stood up
yeah.
yet?
No, I have a no standing up policy when I'm streaming because I'm never wearing pants.
That's right.
Hey,
I keep
you
my
wore
butt
pants when I was
There's
there.
green underwear, so it disappears when he gets up.
I mean, I feel like I was like, just chipped or something, man, because you wore pants when I was there. I didn't get the full experience.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You better not wear pants when I show up.
The game plan
You
is
got
not
the
there
full
yet.
experience, trust me.
So anyways, I gotta give a special thank out to Napalm Bath. He's got to do. We have another Let's Play coming up, so I'm hoping I can get him involved if he cares to be involved. He gets to do whatever the hell he wants on this channel, but if he wants to be involved in said Let's Play, we're obviously opening that up for him.
Does Boom get an allowance? We're not doing anything. We're not doing anything until we figure out how much it is. Boom, how much? We're done. We're stopping.
So, anyways, so this does suck. Injuries do occur. I
am gonna stick up for him right now because going from sitting in a patrol car to sprinting is
I could see that.
probably
Yeah.
one of the easiest, fastest ways to tear your hamstring, and he's not that fat.
fair. Yeah, is he out of shape? Maybe.
Probably.
And we don't. That's neither here nor there. But tearing your hamstring on that sidewalk,
Yeah,
surrounded
Maybe
by
it's
those
a big
people.
jacket.
God bless.
Well, he's wearing a vest. I mean, he's wearing a vest. He's wearing a jacket. Yes, he is overweight.
It's a poofy jacket.
But
so I will say this, and I
He
will
looks
take this opportunity to point out that this officer is having to utilize his left hand to operate his radio, and I want to give a quick shout out to Sergeant Tuttle here. He is part of the mic loop, and he makes a very, very cool product. He actually gave us one of these. I'm going to be doing a review on one of these and probably be giving some of these out. Probably going to buy some off of him to give some of these out. Basically, what this does is it attaches the portable extension, and by portable we mean the radio he's holding in his hands. That should exist on your belt and never move. Ever, except to charge it and uncharge it. They make a little extension wire, and despite what admin will tell you, you can't be strangled with it unless someone's really motivated and you're clearly already unconscious. But this little lasso deal here, I don't know that you guys can see it. I'll do a whole video on this. We'll actually keep it on there because typically there's like a little clip on the back of that little handheld extension, and that thing pops off of your shirt in like 2 seconds.
Always.
Right. Yeah, like literally, if you run a little too fast, I guarantee you, Bill ran up his flight of stairs and that thing popped off one time.
Yep.
I used to run it through. We had kind of like a little lanyard shelf here. I don't know what these are called. There's like a little like lepelette or whatever the hell I just said. Yeah, epaulet. I used to run mine through that, and that would catch it most of the time when it was flying off my chest. But this little keeps it there even if it gets unattached. So I think it's a really cool piece. It allows you to utilize your radio even if you're in distress or you tore your hamstring. So that is super sucky for him. But shout out to Nick who sells these things. Go check him out on. I think he's only on Instagram and Facebook, but go check him out.
Yeah, so
He's
far
a
we're
really,
trying to
really
get him
cool
to be
guy.
on YouTube. We want to get him on the show, but
So we're gonna see if
And
we got some stuff
TikTok.
on there. Yeah.
we got to
So,
schedule it.
yeah, on TikTok. Yeah. So go shout out to that guy. He's been really cool. I'm not sponsored, but simping.
he also
for him.
he shouted us out on Instagram, and we gained like 100 followers that day.
Yeah, he really
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
So,
pretty
and he
dope.
sent us some merch, which was great.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah. So that's the shirt I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty nice.
Vest,
Too.
folks. Vest.
Yeah, Josh is hoarding all of it because it went to his house.
Yes. So again, special thank you to Napalm Bath. I will simp for you forever. And Kristen, get over it. I wear underwear while I'm here. And Artificial Galaxy, I would love to give half my paycheck if I could.
Don't let her control your life.
As Sean whispers into the microphone so his wife doesn't hear it.
I'm getting beat after this.
Yeah, that sounds like a red flag if she won't let you
100%,
spend your paycheck on
Look,
OnlyCops.
we're just gonna see a shoe hit the back of his head here in a second.
100%.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, there it is. He dodged it.
Okay. Here's Sean. Speaking of fat cops,
Yeah.
we got one for you.
Now this I can get behind.
I heard about this.
Dude, fat cops unite.
So
That was me,
even
baby.
even if they pass the fitness test, if their waist size is too big, they're still getting scrutinized by DPS.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere. My policies.
Really?
That's fat phobic.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what phobia it is.
Yeah.
You should not be fat and a cop.
And I will say this. I do believe that physical fitness is a very important part of the job, but I do believe that, and troopers, I believe, have this kind of outline. Their fitness standards are very different, at least in Texas, than municipal
Very
cops,
high.
and even they're stupid high. Like they're just their physical entry.
I'm not
exam.
even sure I would have passed a trooper
It's pretty
fitness
hard.
test.
That being said, they make accommodations to make sure that their officers are getting opportunities to stay in shape, and
Yeah.
they're incentivized to stay in shape. And there's things of that nature. I do believe the standard should be there, but I think the departments already aren't doing enough. Again, if you look at firefighters, they get opportunities to work out all the time, and obviously they can't do it in the middle of the shift, but they need to be providing both facilities and paid time for these officers to go and stay in shape, because I do think it's crucial for the job. And I do think that, again, it could potentially prevent you from tearing your hamstring. The only downside to that whole hamstring tear thing is it could be just a freak thing. That's, like I said, I've seen the most jacked dudes ever don't warm up correctly, and there goes, or they just go too hard, and you never know.
I gotta give it to that guy though. He works in Philly. Like anyone who.
That's what I mean. That's the only.
Like
the second I looked at that sidewalk and saw him lying down, I was like, he's either shot or knocked out or something, because there's no way he's lying on there for fun, you know.
I do want to plug a really good police department now that you said something about fitness. So the Claremont Police Department in Florida is hiring right now, but they allow you time to work out on shift.
Bet. Shout out to, was it Claremont Police Department?
Claremont Police Department in Florida.
Shout out. That's we've talked about it a lot on this channel, about that really needs to be like basically standard and required by every state for every police department to, because again, if you're going to expect, it's the same thing with like, I think it's stupid that you sit there and make all of these accommodations for people on like weapon quals, because they kind of have to, except for in Sean's police department. Apparently they let anybody have a gun there. But like you let people take and retake and get follow-up training for weapons quals, but you won't do it for their fitness.
Yeah.
And like you're not, you know what I mean?
That's the thing that gets me. You make a lot of accommodations for substandard people. It should never be honestly let in through the door. But when it's stuff that we could actually use to better ourselves, you don't make accommodations for it.
Like, you know, you can talk about it with mental health. You can talk about it with equipment. There's a lot of things, like your briefing room shouldn't have donuts and coffee. It should have energy drinks and protein shakes. You know, like it's just.
Well, the energy drinks thing is weird, but
yeah, it's a.
It depends.
Chat's going nuts.
This chat is out of control.
We're trying to save artificial galaxy.
Here's Sean.
How come no one asked if I'm okay?
Hey, hold on. I gotta get the screen out.
Anyways, we'll keep going before we're gonna get pulled from YouTube.
Everyone drop red flags in the chat.
Yes, please, for Sean. Here it is.
Okay.
I got an Android phone. It's gonna take a second. Hold on.
Anybody know Morse code?
Jesus Christ.
There it is.
Why are you using your phone?
I'm totally okay. Because Josh doesn't have two screens.
Yes, he does.
No, I do. I do have two screens. I have.
Finally.
He upgraded.
I got signed out of my my Google thing, so I'm having to re-sign in. It's a big stupid thing.
Yeah, artificial galaxy. Just tell her you got confused and bought Pokemon merch and buy this wonderful Pokemon inspired.
Oh my god, that's funny. What did I miss? Partner Gaming, you missed everything.
You missed all.
It's gone. It's gone for forever.
I'll sell you some real shit.
Yeah, there you go. There's your Pokemon merch right there.
Yeah. Bill's got.
We're Pokemons, you know.
We're Pokemons, yeah.
Yeah.
We just got friggin' copyright strike for that. Thanks, Bill.
100%. That's.
They're not going to far into the video.
Shout out again to Police Posts for providing us some good content. Here we go. See what they got going on here. Por encima.
Shirtless week.
Too close.
OnlyCops.
Oh, he just yanked that right out.
You are too close, bro.
Yeah.
Backpedal. That's
Please, thank you.
Oh, he's pissed.
Yeah, that is mad.
Is that a radio in his hand?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Bro, you can't ask for more out of a guy. Look at how compliant this dude is.
Looks like the taser got him.
Yep.
So, individual was driving the wrong way down the street, caused 2 collisions.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
This
He's probably
happened.
drunk. Yeah. Okay.
So,
yeah. I'm with
I
him.
love how it says, when it works, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally if it raised to the occasion of having to threaten somebody with a taser or go hands-on, they don't get on their knees and put their hands behind their back. He was pretty fortunate that it turned out that way on a busy highway like that. The other thing too, and ironically enough, I almost got written up for this. I had this is a crossbow boy. I'll give you guys that story one day. But I had to tase a guy that was trying to kill himself with a crossbow in like a huge field. And when I went to go tase him, I was like right at the edge of 21 feet, and one of the probes just completely sailed. And so I was the closest to him, which is why I got stuck tased on him. And so he wouldn't get an opportunity to go lunge for his crossbow. I ran and went hands on. Well, in the middle of doing that, I just chucked my taser because I thought to myself, I can't just put it on the ground because he might come get it, and then we'd have to shoot him. So I just chucked it, and they tried to write me up for that.
You mean
but...
you'd shoot someone that took your taser?
Yep.
Oh. Apparently,
yeah.
apparently that's called an execution in Grand Rapids. I guess
depending on where you're at. Fortunately, I was in Texas, but anyways, placing it right next to the person that you're detaining probably not a good idea. I'm with Police Post on that. It's probably not the best idea. So shout out again to Police Post.
I was hoping this video would make it in.
We're watching. Tell you what, man. I guarantee you, I at least had 4 or 5 guns pointed at me from apartment complexes. Where
100%.
I guarantee you, AKs, ARs.
Well, and also
handgun, shotguns,
in Texas, you can tint your back windows to 0 if you
dark,
want. So
when people get a lot of heartburn about the way that we approach sometimes high-risk traffic stops or domestics or any of these things, why we get kind of upset when people don't want to roll down their window all the way when they have very strong tint on their windows. This is why.
Yeah.
Because it's a possibility. It's not the first video to come out like that. If you just Google pointing guns at cops,
yeah,
you'll probably find hundreds. But it's a anyways. It's a thing. Stay vigilant, boys and girls. They're still out there.
This video is dope. And
I got to see
this guy's a badass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully one day in another life when I grow up, I'm as cool as this guy. So.
Eastbound to Kilpatrick.
Eastbound to Kilpatrick.
Pause it.
950 City, shots fired.
He had to key up 3 different times.
Yep, to talk over dispatch.
Get
3
off
different
the
times.
Radio.
Also, old boy is jacked. Like, you don't fill a sleeve like that unless you're putting in some serious work.
He's a big boy. That shit makes me mad just watching it for him. Notice he's unfazed by that, but I guarantee in the back of his mind, he's like, I want to punch someone in the face.
Yeah.
But we'll keep going.
He shot one through the back window. Still pointing the gun.
Still pointing your gun.
You like how his rifle is just rolling around in the passenger seat?
Ooh, that was ugly.
He jokes about it. He's like, oh,
yeah.
I could have done better. Yeah.
Second one around through the front windshield.
No kidding.
He's still continuing to fire.
He's mad at himself.
For not getting it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard.
Yeah.
At that speed too, yeah.
When they going like 140?
Yeah, 140. And he's trying to use a Charger against a freaking full-size SUV.
Dude can drive.
Yes.
Calm as a cucumber, dude.
Yep.
Well, he's not worried about shit other than his car.
Yep.
He's gonna get written up for that.
You know what it was? He's like, this is all gonna be a write-up.
Probably.
No.
The whole time.
Yeah.
He's like, this is all gonna be a write-up.
That's the one agency that I could probably
You know what,
say that
Josh?
he's not getting rid of.
This is gonna be an admin review on TikTok.
Oh yes, I gotta write this guy up. I'm writing this guy up for sure. I have driven a Charger, that year model of Charger, but maybe mine was a little bit older. 140 miles per hour. What he was doing at 140 is a psychopath. That guy's a better driver than I am.
Josh, were you in the car back in high school when I had my Ford Focus, and I drove 140 once down 66, and the car was shaking almost loose. This is a Ford. It was a 2001, I think, Ford Focus, and it was like just shaking, like it was gonna fall apart.
And I'll be honest, the speedometer said 140. I think
I probably put like 120.
110. Yeah, 110, 120. But it does. You lose a lot of the steering characteristics. Honestly, past like 90, you start to lose like your.
That was a straight shot, and it was for like 30 seconds.
The obviously your reaction time is super hindered because you're going so fast. But like as you get past 90, allegedly into 120. Like I said, I did 140 for almost like 10 minutes in a pursuit one time. Your brake, the second you have to apply your brakes, they become pretty useless pretty quick. Especially when they're as well maintained as our fleet was maintained, which is not well. And like I said, you lose a lot of the characteristics that you're used to having in a car. It's the fact that he was able to thrice try to pit this guy and then dodge gunfire while getting interrupted by dispatch while he's trying to give updates. This guy's an animal.
He's just going full Matrix.
Like I said, I wasn't the 10th best officer I work with. If I was working in his department, it's a whole other ballgame. That guy's a legend. He gives off Marine Corps vibes. Probably it kind of does. There's Sean.
I didn't have enough crayons in his mouth.
No, yeah. Sean's like, it's Coast Guard vibes to you. He's about to reach across his computer. He's as mad at me as his wife is at him. I caught up to him. Okay, we'll keep going.
How you doing, buddy? You're not in trouble, man. High five. Your family's worried about you, buddy. No, they don't. They love you very much. That's why they called us to help find you, because they're worried about you. Who do you live with? I think she's on her way to come get you, okay? I know, but that's okay. That happens sometimes. My sister gets mad at me sometimes. You know, she's got to talk about it with them. You'll work it out, you know? Or else it's not going to go away, you know what I'm saying? Everybody needs a break now and then. No, buddy, we're not going to arrest you. You're not in trouble. How you doing, buddy?
Pause it real quick. Or you're going
crying in the club.
So notice there's a couple things here that he did. He talked to him at his level, like he actually brought himself to his. Obviously, this gets pretty short. He also talked to him at where he was at. He wasn't sarcastic. He wasn't. He was. Yeah. He talked to him at his level. He's kind of short, right?
Obviously, this guy's kind of short. What gave it away?
How's the weather down there, nerd?
But
did you get your roller out?
No, but it's important. It's important to see that this guy obviously exhibited a certain level of professionalism to get him the care that he needed. Bill and I, we got a commendation, not for this type of situation, but it was pretty similar.
It was similar.
It did not follow a write-up. Actually, we got pretty lucky. I guess if they would have realized that we only marked out just to go give the guy some stickers, maybe we would have definitely gotten
Yeah, there was probably a write-up coming, but then we quit. So
yeah, we quit before they could write us up.
There was probably like one on someone's desk somewhere.
That's probably why they were combing through the body camera footage of just that.
We didn't. Well, we didn't turn our body cameras on.
Oh,
We just marked out.
Yeah.
That was the write up.
Yep.
We can't seem to find this.
They
body
could try.
camera footage.
Juan. was this you or was this Bill?
That was me.
Okay, I thought it was. Oh my god. Who, me? Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyways,
We don't take heightism in this channel, Josh.
We're over here
Apparently
making
I'm gonna get artificial galaxy hurt.
Okay, here it is. We'll keep going. We're gonna see how. This is Terran Tactical that posted this. Interesting.
Oh, that'll be.
Hey, yeah, that's pretty awesome, but I feel like he would have shot you from a mile away. No, he wouldn't, because you saw how I was zigzagging like this and making sounds. It was distracting. Have you ever seen Indiana Jones where the guy does the whole sword thing and then he just shoots him dead? Are you asking me if I've seen Indiana Jones? Remember it? Yes, but if I were to come at you, it's all about how I... What if I zigzag like...
Pretty much. They get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, shout out 420
hell
Blaze
yeah.
It. Shout out to Jacob for the super chat on the 420 Blaze It. Currently, as of I think today, yeah. Or was it
April 15th.
It was like
it was a few days ago.
Yeah.
You get to blaze it as a police officer.
They gave him a couple of days to go buy the weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
As if they didn't
Shout
already
out.
have it.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
If they weren't already high on duty.
Good for New Jersey.
You know who could have used that? It was that cop from last week that yelled at the dude and got a knife pulled on him, and then
Yes.
the road
Yeah,
rage
yeah.
guy.
Well, he was in
Also-
he was in New York, so I don't think they're getting it anytime
Yeah,
soon.
I thought that was Jersey.
Yeah.
No, he said
Is that not New
NYPD.
Jersey?
He said he was
Okay.
NYPD.
I thought he lived in New Jersey, and that's the.
Maybe.
What is
don't know.
going on?
I just remember
What's going
talking
on
shit
in the
about
chat?
New Jersey in that chat. So
All about the
There's
head
Juan.
movement.
This is literally we pay Juan in opportunities to talk shit.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's literally.
So
that's what I do it for. That's what I
Um,
trash talk states.
Was this everything?
If you have a
it.
qualifier in front of your state's name, not a real state.
I'll just
What
leave it
about
on our
the
I'll leave it
kilo
on
of
our
crack?
channel. Huh?
The kilo of crack that you have up there.
That was just a video
What's
that
that?
played next.
Yeah, the auto.
Just auto.
It was an
playing,
autoplay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got enough subscribers. He doesn't need more.
Yeah. No kidding. Give me a break.
So, was that everything we had?
Yeah, that's it.
Shout out to if anyone has a question they want to do it while I'm giving an outro, we might see if we can answer it here. I want to thank Michael for not trying to defend North Carolina too much. I want to thank Sean
He's learning.
for.
Charlie did Freddie or not.
Here, hang
anyway.
on. Let's mute him.
I'll have that. Oh wow!
So I want to thank Sean for being back. I'm sorry that you had to leave Florida, but we are glad to have you back here. Obviously, producer Juan is repping some of our merch, which I love and adore. This is the Firm Missile. And he's also repping the hat. I want to thank Bill for, as again, tirelessly curating all of this content. Oh, check out the mug too. It's one of my favorite. Policeman.
Yeah. Policeman. Got to catch them all.
So,
It's got a little taser chew.
I believe we should have taser chew. That's incredible. I believe we have a link tree somewhere attached, or we'll put it in the chat here where you can find our merch, our TikTok, our Instagram, and our YouTube. You're currently on it, so you should be subscribed if you're watching this. If you like this stuff and you want to contribute more to it, I don't know that you can contribute like Baller's Life Napalm Bath, but if you want to contribute to it in any way, shape, or form, we do have a Patreon, which gives you access to our Discord. It is as little as $1 a month. It gives you access to us through Discord, that we have a specific server that we organize most of this stuff on. Heck, like a third of the clips that we watched today came from that. And you get to talk trash to us like Sean and Michael do all the time.
Yeah.
So go check us out there. We have some really cool stuff down the pipeline. We have already filmed and actually Michael got to be part of that. Our end of watch. We have some reacts coming from that. I have some write-ups I have to do for admin skits. We have some Let's Plays. We did get Master Chief, is it just the Master Chief collection for Halo?
Yes.
I think it's what it is. So if you guys want that, I think there's like an ability to do like almost up to 16 people. So if you guys want in on that, get it, download it off of Steam. Yes.
I'm surprised I have not been written up in an admin skit.
You have to do police work in a state that exists.
I mean, you could just write me up for being from North Carolina. I mean,
I'm gonna say impersonating a police officer.
I bought this vehicle with my own money.
So, anyways, Michael is currently in canine school.
The
so
cage is just like a big kennel that he's zip tied to the back seat.
He is more of a cop than I am at this point. His dog is more of a cop than I am at this point.
His dog, that's like a Chihuahua mix.
Yeah, it's Chihuahua mix.
Yeah, dude, this is my canine.
Totally, it's like actually a poodle, and he's like, "This is totally a Belgian Malinois."
Pay for this dog by myself.
Yeah, $5 on the street corner. I got a grant from
Bought it in a Walmart parking lot.
So, anyways, I want to thank everybody that joined us. Again, big super thanks to Napalm Bath for his super balling.
Artificial Galaxy has 2 questions.
Artificial Galaxy. Let's see them.
Well, Josh is using his phone, so it's hard to see the comments.
Hey, I'm looking here.
Even though he has 2 monitors now, I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's because I got signed out of my thing here, so I'm having to use it this way. I have a question. How long were you guys in law enforcement? We were there from 2017 till May of 2021. So, in the fun city, as we always refer to it as the American Dream City. I'm kind of new here, and if that's still not obvious, I only saw your last stream. Well, I'm glad you're here with us. But yeah, Bill and I were academy classmates together, and we joined the law enforcement community in 2017, and were police officers back before it was kind of shitty, and then through it being shitty and getting super shitty, and then we left. So, and we left to do, as we joke, we left for YouTube. So,
yeah.
And the following question is: do you guys have any advice for when I get off to my local academy for PD? We get asked this question a lot. Yeah, I think
attention to case law.
Yeah, especially right now, I think more so than when, because like for instance, when Bill and I were getting out of the academy, we had knife laws were changing in Texas. Concealed carry ended up changing in the middle of us being police officers. There's things like that. Federal laws, things of that nature. So like case law is kind of important. Obviously, there's like the really, really big ones. There's like Tennessee versus Garner and stuff like that. They'll cover that in the academy. But I think find the cops that you want to be like eventually, and try to actually learn from them. And don't be too big. Don't have too much of an ego to realize that like you will never know enough ever. Like I to this day don't know enough about policing to say that I would be perfect at it all the time, and you are going to suck at it. If I looked at myself on my first year on patrol versus my last year on patrol, I sucked on that first year of patrol. I felt like I was doing a good job, and I was probably doing a good job for just Joe Blow off the street going through academy and then having to actually do it. But you will suck at it. So, like, forgive the people around you for being frustrated with you, because their lives are on the line. Ultimately, in 2020, Bill and I were the most senior officers on our shift, and all of the rookies that they let go, most of them probably shouldn't have been on the street, to be honest. But we were stuck with that situation, and it was very frustrating for me if Bill wasn't on a call with me for that. I have to now rely on this person for my life. Because what happens if I get in a fight and I have to go hands-on and now there's 10 people coming up here trying to kill us? Do I trust this guy? And like Sean was saying, his stormtrooper shooting qual skills and all that kind of stuff to help me get home?
Hey.
Probably not. And so it's just different. And I think as long as you're open-minded to the idea of it's going to be a learning process, and you're going to have to grow into the job, and the first couple of times you have to do a use of force, it's going to be scary, and you're going to react way too slow, and you're going to, even if you feel like you did a good job and everyone tells you did a good job, you'll watch your body cam and think like, what the fuck, dude? Like, this is awful. But I think
don't be afraid
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
When it comes to like your job or like your mental health or anything, it's just don't ever be afraid to ask for help.
And
Yeah.
prioritize your fitness beforehand, because if you don't go in with at least a baseline of physical fitness, the academy is going to run you.
Blank Ford said, "I can be dispatched. Just repeat 10-9."
What an ass! That's what they do now.
He gets it.
So, for the uninitiated, if my radio traffic was, I've been shot in the face and I need help, dispatch somehow magically, even though some poor cop driving code with nothing but an earpiece in knew exactly what I said, dispatch's response will be, "I'm sorry, 10-9?"
And these are the people that literally have the ability to press a button and play back what you said.
Sure.
And they will still tell you to repeat yourself.
Yeah, so that means to repeat your radio traffic because you did not
Thanks, Blank Forge, for making me rage.
Yeah, his blood pressure just went up. Thanks a lot for the funny laughs. We don't have any other questions?
Nope.
I don't think so. So anyways, good luck, Artificial Galaxy, if you're going into that kind of stuff. Good luck to anybody. If you are current law enforcement, try to go seek out training. And if you're not getting it or feeling that you're getting the support from the police department that you're at, go find one that will. There are plenty of people out there that are hiring that would love to have you there. And
like
try to
Claremont
find
Police Department.
There it is, like Claremont Police Department. I think also find your think groups. Like don't get stuck in the thin blue line or whatever it is. Like allow yourself to really get educated and allow yourself to not be the "'cause I said so" cop and actually like be the articulate, well thought out. And part of that is listening to the lawyers on TikTok that go and break apart these things. But it's the whole reason why we do this in particular is that ultimately when I'm breaking down a body cam thing, I'm thinking about how is this going to play out in the court of law? What's a defense attorney going to say when I try to articulate my reason for leveraging deadly force or just any use of force? How is a civil suit going to come out of this? Through what lens is the civil liability going to be the eye of Sauron, going to go and look at me and pluck my use of force out of any of them? And how do I articulate that? Because if I can, doesn't matter what I do. As long as I'm educated and I have the right mindset, that's kind of the whole reason why we do this. It's the mental exercise of preparing yourself to act within the scope of your authority. And if you're not able to do that, let that birdie go. It's okay to let the bad guy go every once in a while. Now, you don't have to be a hero all the time, but if you're motivated and a go-getter and you want to go get that guy, be like the pursuit dude who's getting shot at, pitting a dude and like straightening up his class A's to make sure that he looks good on camera when he goes and arrests the guy because of how calm he is,
It's definitely okay to let the guy go so you don't have to do the paperwork either.
I'm telling you what, it's not the end of the world. So anyways, I want to thank everybody that's been here. Like I said, go check us out. We got some cool stuff down the pipeline. We're gonna hopefully get into some giveaways. Like I said, we've been very lucky and very fortunate to be growing. We do have some founders patches that will be given out. So I think those will be super cool. So basically anybody that's a Patreon member, or I guess giving us baller super chats, either way works. Is going to be getting. We only made 100 of them, and so once those hundreds are gone, or once that 100 is gone, we will never make them ever again. I will sue you if you try to copy them. I'm kidding. I'm probably not.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, no. Producer Juan's like, I'm ready.
I got plenty of lawyer friends.
So, anyways,
I will wreck you.
What's that? You said what?
Yeah. So anyways,
I 10-9 up your ass.
So anyways, I appreciate everybody for doing that, and then hopefully, like I said, as we do some of this stuff, we can get you guys involved in more of this content, and you can kind of see us grow, and then we can do cool stuff with it. So thank you for writing.